Hey there, Internet. Welcome to Broguelike. I'm Brett. That's my brother Kevin. Oh, Kevin's not here. That's right. He's busy making the thoughtful videos on this channel. But don't worry. The shitposting continues with the long-awaited, long-anticipated sequel to the 2019 smash hit, putting Super Punch-Out boxers in offensive tiers and whatnot. If you haven't watched part 1, go watch it right now. It's a real hoot. But in this video, we're going to take every last Punch-Out boxers from all the other games, and we're going to put them in the same tiers. Let's go! Real quick though, about 5,000 people in the last video pointed out that Mr. Sandman is in fact not from New York, he's from Philadelphia, like the arcade. That is correct. Turns out the only document I did for research, the Super Punch-Out manual, is incorrect. Thank you, Nintendo. A couple of astute viewers pointed out that the rising sun that we thought we were talking about behind Hoi Korler was in fact someone from China. I left that in there as a test though, and you passed. Congratulations. And finally, some users weren't sure if the video was supposed to be taken seriously, and yes, we absolutely do take these issues seriously. And if I could say a couple of things, but first on our list is Mr. Dream, the replacement for Mike Tyson in Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. Naturally, he's from Dreamland, like all the other boxers you've seen in Kirby titles in the past. He's supposed to be maybe based on this heavyweight boxer named Rocky, who might be the inspiration for the film of the same name. All of his quotes are generic. The guy's boring and vague. He's definitely going in Nintendo didn't bother. Next up is Kid Quick, and like many of the boxers from the very first Punch-Out title on the arcade, the lore on these characters is incredible. He's from Brooklyn, and he's quick. He's definitely going in Nintendo didn't bother. Alright, next up, we're in Madrid, Spain for Don Flamenco, a crowd favorite. He's clearly a ladies' man, a Casanova type. He's also a bullfighter, whatever that means to you. His quotes and his entry music reference the French opera Carmen. That's pretty cool. I mean, if you're going to pick your stereotypes, this guy's going in 100% culturally approved. To the capital city, Tokyo, Japan for Piston Honda, also known as Don't Sue Me, Piston Hondo. As you'd expect, he's into sushi. He's also into tea ceremonies. Some of his quotes involve just shouting 4 tangentially related words that have to do with Japanese culture. Nevertheless, I'm putting him in 100% culturally approved. Hell smiles again, because we're back in Brooklyn, New York with Disco Kid, inspired from Kid Quick. We covered him a little while ago. This guy is he's into dancing and he's into music. His name is Disco, and that is about it. All of his quotes are relatively positive. He seems like a stand-up guy. This guy is 100% culturally approved in my book. Next up, Von Kaiser. We're in Berlin, Germany. Here comes the stereotypical militaristic German with his I'm German mustache. A lot of people didn't like the comparison I made in the last video with Narcissus Prince to a historical figure, so here I go again. It looks like this guy is based on an old German Emperor Kaiser, Wilhelm II. He says some slightly insensitive things as well, and boy, I'm triggered. I am triggered. Alright, things seem to be heating up a little bit. Heading over to Hippo Island, which is kind of a real island. It's actually in the Antarctic, but for the purposes of King Hippo, we are obviously in the Pacific Islander region. He's clearly inspired by Polynesian, and yes, he is a fat guy. Fat and lavish seem to be the things we're trying to stereotype here. I am officially triggered by this guy. He's triggered me. We're in Mumbai, India with Great Tiger. Right out the gate, you can see the skinned tiger in the corner. That's always a good sign. Dons a turban with a magic jewel inside of it. And he likes to ride magic carpets, you know. Nothing but Taj Mahal-like buildings in all of his imagery. It's amazing they had the restraint to not have this man charming a snake in his corner. Either way, I'm boycotting Nintendo after this one. Oh, how could I forget my old friend in Paris, France, Gabby J. Oh, heck, wait, that's not Gabby, this is Glass Joe. I was thinking of the 110-pound, one career win, weak and pathetic French old guy. Not the 110-pound, one career win, weak and pathetic French middle-aged guy. I feel like a dang fool. Well, anyway, he's definitely more patriotic than his clone Gabby, but he's even more ridiculous, as he can be heard complaining about things such as his gloves being too tight, being too old to box, some kind of gastrointestinal distress, and even his weak jaw. This is definitely boycott Nintendo. You know, sometimes saying less is more, and our next boxer is Pizza Pasta from Napoli, Italy. He's one of the original Punch-Out boxers, so the only lore we have to go by is his first and last name. And while this may be controversial to not be at the top of my list, hear me out. Napoli is indeed the birthplace of modern pizza. And while pasta may be a little bit of a rude thing to throw in there as his last name, pasta is indeed a big part of Italian culture. I'm not letting them completely off the hook. The late Nintendo President Iwata was asked about his name and explained it as, it means that he sticks around and is hard to beat down, like the way cheese on pizza is sticky. I'm not buying it, Iwata. That was kind of rude. This is it. We're in Moscow, Russia with Vodka Drunkinsky. Nintendo had two chances to inject some personality into this fighter with the first and last names, and what we got was alcohol and alcohol. Here, let's take a deep dive into the quotes of Vodka. I'm drunk, I'm drunk, I'm drunk, I'm drunk, I'm drunk. Those are all the quotes from him. Even in the 2009 Wii release of Punch-Out, where they had changed his name to Soda Popinski, his speech still has a drunken slur to it. Granted, nobody cared because it was 1985, and in case you ever need to time travel, you can consult this timeline of which nation American citizens were socially obligated to dislike at the time. Thus, I declare Vodka Drunkinsky the most powerfully offensive boxer in all of Punch-Out. SS tier, for sure. Oh my goodness, you heard that noise. That means it's time for the bonus lightning round. Let's see if the 2009 release of Punch-Out improved on any of our insensitive Super Punch-Out boxers from the SNES version. I got my laptop because my brain cannot move at such an offensive pace. First up is Bear Hugger, and no, they absolutely leaned way more into the redneck lumberjack stuff. He's from an even goofier spot in Canada in Salmon Arm, BC. His bear is now his boxing partner, and maybe even his coach. He's staying right where he is with Boycott Nintendo. Next up is Aaron Ryan, who now sports shamrock shorts and is voiced by an extremely Irish person. They made him way more of a jerk with his lore in every way, so this guy is staying right where he is. Super Macho Man, same stereotypes as before. He's vain, he's now followed by paparazzi. He's even more arrogant with his quotes, and he speaks with a valley lingo. I'm going to move Macho down to triggering me, though. Not so bad. Bald Bull, mostly the same, but he now grunts and makes noises similar to his namesake, but I'm going to bump him up to 100% culturally approved. That's right. And finally, Mr. Sandman, who is actually from Philly this time, so I can now claim he's supposed to be based on Joe Frazier, because he's from Philly. Just a whole lot of sleep puns. I'm keeping Sandman where he is. And there you have it, all of the boxers from the Punch-Out series in a correct and factual tier list.